Everyone comes to Nungwi for the beach, but just 5 minutes that way is a complete different world. I've been here about 10 times. This place has changed in the years. I mean, look at the building that there, that wasn't even here. But the village has changed even more. So in the evening, it's pretty cool here for sunset. And one of the main things I always look forward to when coming to Nungwi is heading into the village. One of the things that does drive me mad here, though, is people like them when you're walking on the beach.
It's not about selling.
No, I can't go over there without 10 people coming up to me. Do you want a boat? Do you want this? Do you want that?
You sounds like
After 2 days, no one wants to stay here.
Really? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's
maybe
true.
Maybe you're the one who's
No,
getting
it's
annoyed.
true. I know you guys need to live and everything.
Yeah, now you understand
But like,
somehow.
so you've got all those snobs and posers back there drinking their South African wine in their little dream. But this is where the action is. This is where your dreams become reality and your reality becomes dreams. So what I remember down there is more where the nightlife is, but down here is more the village. We'll head there first and then we'll go back to the nightlife area later on, I think. So it starts off typical tourist stuff, I guess. Clothes and stuff and souvenirs. But then it drifts. There's always this thing here, African villages. It's like a car park, but it's just a lump of mud with cars on. It's just a shame, it's a bit of a mess. They've never changed that. These are slightly different. I mean, these are getting more upscale now. They used to be like more of a village thing over here. They had a couple of local bars and stuff down there, but completely gone and replaced by a hotel. It's such a shame. That was my favourite bit. But today I'm going to try and find some local bars down there later. Down here, you'll see like proper locals, how they live. So this is a school. You see the contrast difference. Look, it's just concrete. Talking of concrete, you haven't seen nothing yet. Let's have a look down here. Just have an adventure around here. So this is how people really live, like this. A typical house, typical neighborhood, washing, locals there. One thing that's nice is the colourful clothes they wear here. Unlike Dar es Salaam, it's a bit dull, the clothes, but here it's nice and colourful, the ladies and everyone they wear. So it's a bit of a contrast difference to seeing all the Mzungus on the beach, drinking wine, as I mentioned earlier. So sometimes you imagine African villages made of mud and everything, but it's still concrete, a lot of it's still concrete. Some coral stone materials. Mambo. The typical shop. Somebody's shoes. There's typical house for you. Mambo. So yeah, it's like, just see what I mean? It's all concrete. People think it's mud, but it's not. It's like concrete and metal, some of it. Hello. You have to be careful here because the rain does come here. It's getting quite floody, Zanzibar, lately. So that's why they got a lot of pitched roofs now. This one was half finished, looks of it. Like everything's half finished. They don't have any finishes, it's just concrete. Everything will be concrete inside the house as well. No carpets really, no tiles. But like imagine, it's a bit annoying because when it rains, all this horrendous really. That's the thing that's nasty in Africa because there's a lot of mud. So when it rains, it's like, phew, not very nice really. Let's back onto the main road now. Well, the village main road, which I was on before. So there was actually some land here I was going to buy a few years ago. I wonder if I could find it. So these kind of shops are pretty cool. The stuff like this never used to be here. They're getting like nice little cafes and that stuff. This is where everybody comes here. When they come to Nungwi, everyone arrives down this road. That's why all these taxis are coming here. So they all park in that car park I was telling you about. But it looks like a normal road, but that's where we just were. That was where people live. When I first came to Tanzania 10 years ago, there's hardly any cafes anywhere. But now, it's starting to be more cafes and stuff around, even Zanzibar now. Hello, Mambo. I think every time I come here, I try to venture further and further. So there's this pharmacy here. I just realised they have this thing in Zanzibar at the moment where you have to get Zanzibar insurance to all the tourists. They're telling all the tourists to get Zanzibar insurance. So when you land here, they check you and you haven't got Zanzibar insurance, which costs, I don't know, $50 or something, or then they don't let you in or they make you pay. And I think it's a bit of a scam or something, because when I had a friend came to visit and he had his own insurance, travel insurance, health insurance, but they still made him take Zanzibar insurance. And then when he came to Zanzibar, he went to the doctor for his foot and then he still had to pay for it anyway. So that was I don't know what all that is about. They said they had to claim it back 3 months later when he's gone back home. So what kind of Zanzibar insurance is that? So I'm always wondering where all the tourist money goes to the hotels when it's right next to this village here, which could do with a bit more money. And the contrast is incredible, really. See there. So it looks like this is going on the U-turn. It's going round the other way now. So I just wondered if I can venture over here a little bit. So I want to find that land I looked at a couple of years ago. What's happened to it? I'll see if I can find it. So now it's getting less touristy, less souvenir-y. So it's more practical stuff. UPVC and glass windows. And proper cafes, more practical stuff. Carpentry. It could be like the Zanzibar doors. These ones are made of metal. Here's a typical house. Oh, they got like a little Zanzibar door on it. There's a typical back street for you. And like the ones we went down before. Couldn't they have at least put in like a decent sign, like welcome to Nungwi or something there? Because I don't see any. Just sometimes I don't know why they don't be bothered. Fumigation service. God, I'm having problems in my flat. I've got bugs in there. I'm trying to get rid of them for like nearly a year now. I have to get a fumigation guy every 3 months. Yeah, so it looks like it's everyday life here. You've got kids playing there, you've got the road here. There's a little mosque over there, I think. You can see the minaret there. I'll go and have a look, actually. Oh, I don't want to get deafened by the call to prayer in a second, I bet. So you have to remember it's predominantly Muslim place, Zanzibar, more so than Dar es Salaam, I think. What this thing is here, it must be bamboo or something. So these things here, they were yellow. That's where they get their water from the well. I think they fill it up, government approved water, and then they take it to wherever they need. Oh, this is unusual. This is a Vietnamese place. I can't find any Vietnamese place in Dar es Salaam. Yeah, like Vietnamese. I haven't seen that. Oh my God, they got. Shall I go there? This is a bit weird though. Come to Nungwi, then go to Vietnamese. God, I never thought I'd find this in the village. It's quite nice. So it's quite an interesting story of the owner here. I was just reading. She came here as a hotel manager working on North of the island. Then pandemic hit and she got stuck here. So decided to cook Vietnamese food and open a restaurant. Even though she didn't like to cook, she ended up having video calls with her mum, teach her how to cook it. Thank you. Wow. Tell you what, it smells fantastic. Oh God, I miss this stuff. I've been to Nungwi so many times now, I'm starting to get sick of seafood. So this is a good change. However, having said that, the seafood in Zanzibar is the best. Well, so that was unexpected. So now I'm going to head back to that road where the nightlife is. So let's go back there. Okay, sun is headed down, so let's have a quick look before it gets dark. Actually, I think the land I was looking at before is down here somewhere as well. I've been to areas where like there's people eating. You walk down this street, everyone's just sitting there in the dark. Like put the bloody light on or something. What's wrong with you? Haven't you got electricity or something? It's like they got electricity. I don't know. They like sitting in the dark, Tanzanians.
Go here.
Yes, thank you.
Which country?
England.
Oh, England. Very cold there.
Yeah.
I was Yorkshire.
Oh yeah, I lived there. I heard it all before, especially in Egypt. You say, so are you from England? They know a certain thing to say. Oh, I used to live there, and they name a street or something or a town, and then you start speaking to them. It's like a trick. You'll talk to them, become friendly with them. So they have all these, yeah, when you travel, you kind of start to understand it. Okay, so this is pretty new. A few months, like 6 months ago, this place wasn't here. It's a nice little bar. I head there in a bit, probably. Becoming more modernised. Ice cream, coffee place. This new hotel. So that land I was looking at a couple of years ago, somewhere behind here, I think. I don't remember this being here either. So in Zanzibar, there's a horse club riding. You can actually get a horse on the sea, on the beach. It looked really nice, actually. I saw some people, water's like bright blue, and then they're on the horse in the water. It looks like a unicorn in paradise. I don't know why they keep calling all these places bungalows. They're not bungalows, half of them. They're called Aman bungalows, that one bungalows. They don't have any bungalows. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't call this Zanzibar bungalows. Interesting sliding gate detail here. I think they're starting to realise you put finishes on a shop or something, it attracts people. Everywhere's usually just concrete, they don't bother. But they're probably starting to realise that Mzungus, if they see something that looks nice on the outside, they might actually go in. I'm pretty sure that was the land I went to see. So I think I'll wait until the sun goes down and I head to a couple of places around here. I'm pretty sure where they're building this white hotel here, that side, that was the land I saw a few years ago. I was considering buying it. And it looks like they've already built a hotel on it already. Oh, this place behind me I've always wanted to go in. It's like a rock bar. And like there's no rock bars in Tanzania. It's the only one I've ever seen. As you can see, the sun's coming down now. Let's get a place to go for a drink or something. Just wondering why all the lights are off. We were just talking about earlier about they like to be in the dark. In Thailand they were doing fire dancing and stuff. It's starting to come on here a bit in Zanzibar. Last time I was here they were doing it on the beach as well. Everywhere's full, there's nowhere to sit. Looks like all those people I was talking about earlier come to the village now. So it's quite interesting that they've put tapas, or Mishikaki, which is the Tanzanian skewer kebab thing. They put it under tapas. Really Western way of touricized everything, if you know what I mean. It's like they're changing the food to make it a bit more Western. They're changing the songs to make it feel a bit Western. Even changing the drinks to make them Western. Now it doesn't really feel right. But that's what happens in reality places, I guess. I don't think I'm having a good night. I ordered Americano coffee, gave me a cocktail. Usually I would love that, but I'm trying to stop drinking. It's probably the first time in my life I've ordered a coffee at a bar and it's a cocktail. Usually other countries they would happily to change it for you, but in this country they would make you pay for it because they say it's your mistake. I'm gonna have to drink this, aren't I? Oh, I'm not gonna drink it. Oh, hell with it, I'll drink it then. Where have you seen a drink called bloody Americano? Never in my bloody life. And as soon as I tasted it, she brings over the Americano. So now I've ended up with 2 Americanos. Look at the size of the Mishikaki, it's tiny. See how they've westernized everything. Even the Mishikaki, they put barbecue sauce on it, look. I'm scraping all the barbecue sauce off it. So I thought coming to the village I'd end up going to a place more local, but I've ended up in a place full of tourists. It's not really what I expected. I would say less than 10% are black people here. The prices here are bloody crazy. It's all in dollars. It's really weird. Like, I can't double the price. So that place is called Nungwi Park. Well, I wasn't in the mood. Sometimes you're in the mood for a place, sometimes you're not. And tonight I wasn't, that one. But let's try this rock bar. It's all the same music everywhere. But it'd be nice to come here. In this moment I'm stuck in the fire. Something terribly wrong. So one thing I really miss living in Tanzania is no place at all for rock music. I used to be in a band. First few years I lived in Dar, played guitar, and like it's all the same bongo music everywhere you go. There's nothing at all. There's no different types of bars, no indie music, there's no concerts or anything like. So I lived here for how many years? I'd never come across a rock bar before in Tanzania, so it's quite unusual. I found it in Nungwi. I bet you scream when it rains in this place. Well, today didn't really go as expected. I thought I'd end up doing something local in the village, ended up eating Vietnamese food, then having an alcoholic Americano, now I'm in a rock bar. Well, that's Nungwi, I suppose. You never quite know what you're gonna get. And if you want to see a video about this guy here and the Beatles in India, click here. And if you want to see more videos of Zanzibar, click one of these over here, and I'll see you.